So I goofed. But before I get into that, let me just tell you a little bit about my process.
There's a process.
I will typically take about 10 ideas that I think are funny. And from those 10, I have to filter out the ideas that only I think are funny. And that typically leaves me with about 3 or 4. Then I will make a rough bulleted, like a quick sketch for each one and see which one will be able to be made into a short clip that still retains its humor. And that's typically like 1 or 2 out of the 4. Then the stronger of the 2 I'll make a video about, and I'll save the other one and try to refine it for maybe next week, or I'll just kind of scrap it. Most of the time I scrap it, I don't know why. The last video I made went down that same process, and it was a light concept on how I feel like depression sometimes hits me. Even though depression is a serious issue that affects a lot of people, myself included, I decided to make the video. And that's not where I goofed. What I did was I made a video about depression, and then I evaporated from existence for like 14 days. I would advise you not do that, because the whole perception is reality thing. You're a little late, but thanks. I didn't put a video on YouTube for 2 weeks, and I didn't put anything on any of my social media outlets. Just life kind of got in the way. I was kind of hit a creative roadblock, and everything was funny and nothing was funny at the same time, and I was kind of working to try to figure out if I was going to use the same editing software that I use now, or if I was going to use a different one. Before I knew it, it kind of just turned into 2 weeks, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together, because after about a week and a half, I was receiving a lot of a lot more calls or text messages than I typically get. I'm more of a private guy, right? They were just asking me like, hey, how are you doing? And I just, I'm good, how are you doing? I want to say 2 or 3 days before I made this video, this current video, a friend that I used to work with sent me a text message, and he was like, how are you doing? And this was the first person who kind of directly linked the last video and my disappearance. He was like, yeah, we saw your video, we're concerned. And I, to be honest, the first video I thought he was talking about was the little orca. The video before the last video I put out that was kind of a play on my favorite scene in my favorite shark movie. Like, did I offend somebody by accident? Did I do something with copywriting? I was a little worried. And then it finally clicked. He was like, oh yeah, that one you put out about depression. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I felt really bad because, like I said, it wasn't intentional that I just disappeared. Just life kind of just happened. And so I decided, I was like, I'm going to make a video to kind of address it. I just thought it would be the right thing to do, I guess, because I wanted to apologize to anybody who saw the video, saw my disappearance, and was unduly worried about me. And then I also wanted to thank the people who did reach out, or even who didn't reach out and were concerned, that wanted to check on me, and see how are you doing, It made me think, even though this case turned out to just be a case of bad timing on my part, if you have some those signals in your life, or somebody's kind of giving you that little nudge, check on them. Even if they're not giving you a signal, if there's just somebody in your life you haven't talked to in a while, go ahead and just reach out to them, see how they're doing. I think it'd be appreciated. I realize that the optics of this situation were not great. But if I do disappear for some reason, or there's going to be a gap between videos, I'll make sure to either put it on my social media. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I think it's it. I'm gonna put it on one of those, or I'll just put on another short video. Be like, hey, I'll be disappeared for a while. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Chief. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. I brought you a coffee. You brought me coffee in a open cup? Aye.
just like you like it. Black. I like those eyes.
You just wanted to say that, didn't you?
Yeah, you're right. I just wanted to say it. There's actually nothing in the cup. You take care of yourself, eh?